This episode brought to you by Planned Parenthood. If your old man stands you up, the abortion's 50% off.
Hey everybody, we're watching Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and you are listening to Miscast Commentary.
You're listening to Miscast Commentary, where two guys have seen way too many movies and have way too much time on their hands.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Now here's your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray.
Hey everybody, welcome to Miscast Commentary. I am Joe Finley.
I'm Todd Tebow, the Sailor Murray.
And we are bringing to you today one of the... I kind of talked over you.
It's fine, whatever. They know who I am. Fucking who cares?
It occurred to me as it was happening. I'm like, I was expecting a rhythm from you that was, you were going to be done. I was like, and I could start talking now. So anyways.
Oh, I do it all the time.
That all aside. And we are here with you this week with one of the quintessential teen high school movies. One of the originals, really.
Yep.
Written by a very famous dude, directed by a very famous dudette, starring a very giant bunch of famous dudes, and people who are very famous dudes with no lines in it whatsoever.
Yep.
So let's just jump into it right now by pressing play.
Now. Oh, yeah, this movie is so awesome. I haven't seen this movie in forever, too.
I know, it's been a while. Look at the old Universal logo.
Look at that.
It's this Universal logo is so old, it's got Pangea on it.
So this is Chris Columbus?
No, Amy Heckerling directed it, and Cameron Crowe wrote it.
Oh, Cameron Crowe, that's right. What did I say?
Chris Columbus.
Okay, yeah, Cameron Crowe.
Same initials, though, so it's fine.
Yes.
Yeah, this has so many goddamn people in it. I mean, we'll talk about them as they come. You're also probably looking at the credits as we go. But, and actually some of them have careers that went longer than I actually thought. Like Jennifer Jason Leigh, I don't really think of her as being in a lot of stuff.
Oh, she's in tons of shit.
She's in a ton
of
shit.
Yes, she is, dude. She was just in, I love him. Mm-hmm. She was just in, the Hateful Eight.
Yes.
It was the last big one I saw her in. She's a great actress.
I don't even think
really good.
I don't even think I included that in my movie list too. Look at me.
The Pat Benatar girls fighting over pants. Chocolate corn dogs.
Yeah, it looks like it.
That was cool.
I miss arcades.
Look, I remember smoking in the arcade. Look at that guy.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember smoking in the arcade, but I remember just the arcade, and I miss that a lot.
No shirt on, no shoes, service.
I like him because he's not a bully. He was kind of like, we're having fun.
Yeah, he is a cool guy.
That was a very weird shot of just a bunch of girls. But again, something to what we were talking. Oh my God, she looks like Bette Midler.
Pat Benatar.
Pat Benatar in like style.
What a movie, eh?
Yeah, I like how he is established as a dirtbag before he's done or said anything.
Yeah.
It's just so you look at him, you're like, oh, so this is the dirtbag.
Oh, I kind of like Damone too.
Damone, well, I mean, like
they all, you know.
I want to read this book, though. Cameron Crowe wrote the book Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Oh, he did?
And then wrote the screenplay based on it.
He's a good writer. He wrote a lot of good movies.
Absolutely. So this was his first feature movie he ever wrote the screenplay for. But he wrote and directed Say Anything, Singles, Jerry Maguire, Almost Famous, Vanilla Sky, Elizabethtown, We Bought a Zoo. And he was also the director of the Alice in Chains music video Wood.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So that was pretty, wild. Amy Heckerling directed it, and this was her first feature film. Oh. She directed Johnny Dangerously, European Vacation, Look Who's Talking 1 and 2.
Oh, man.
And Clueless, and she's still directing. She's just doing mostly TV right now. But, you see these movies, like this and Clueless alone, give her a pass to do, any, high school-style movie she wants.
You said she also did Clueless.
Yeah.
Oh, Amy, good job, lady.
Look at the friggin' Montreal Canadiens.
I was just going to say Montreal Canadiens.
The Habs.
I love this guy selling fucking... You know what's funny? Before we started watching this movie, I just get stupid scenes that stuck in your head out of nowhere. And I got the scene of him trying to sell tickets to some girl. And he's like, well, you don't like this band? He's like, your mama don't care. Your daddy don't care. And I was like, I don't know why. I don't know why I was singing. And then you're like, let's do this movie. And I was like, that's weird.
Yeah.
As it always happens, because their
Yeah.
brains connected.
Yeah, exactly. I did fall on the floor and start shaking for a while before I sent you a message. No, more realistically, I went into the section on this streaming service that was just 80s movies, and I just picked out the first ones that I found that were in the time frame that we were looking for. I was
Man,
like,
the pizza. I want a piece of that pizza place.
Yeah.
There they are.
Phoebe Cates, which we thought was Phoebe Cates for way too long.
Phoebe.
Phoebe. But she was actually supposed to be Justine Bateman. Justine Bateman turned down this movie to do Family Ties.
Oh, no way. Because Family Ties is more nudity.
Yes, way more. This is a big deal, actually. Phoebe Cates, too, with what we know about what happens in this movie, she was only 18. She was just 18 when this
Who
movie
was?
shot. Phoebe Cates.
In this movie?
Yeah. And she was the youngest person of the principal cast.
How old was Jennifer Jason Leigh in this?
I don't know.
She got to be 20, 21 or something.
It didn't mention, but
Young,
yeah,
though.
I would imagine so, yeah.
Oh, all the girls are swooning over the old guy that comes in. He's in university.
They made her look like scary young. Like there's a thing, I don't remember the exact name, but it's on like YouTube, and it's like 7 Special Girls or something like that. Ooh. And it's
only
like
7.
It's like girls who are like apparently legal age, dressing like little 6-year-old girls and stuff like that, and playing on the swings, and it's just a real creep show.
It's a real creep show.
Well, because it's meant for just fucking creepos to creep, right?
Creepers gon' creep,
right? And I think that was the deal.
Oh, that kills me. Fuck.
I know, right? Eric Stoltz and Anthony Edwards.
Yep, look at that.
I did not know that was Anthony Edwards, or I didn't remember that was Anthony Edwards. So there's a Revenge of the Nerds and Mask sitting across from I Am Sam.
He's got nothing.
I know. I like.
Sean Penn, after this, too, what an act. He becomes quite the actor.
Like so many movies. Bad Boys, Shanghai Surprise, Colors, We're No Angels, Dead Man Walking, Carlito's Way, The Game, Thin Red Line, I Am Sam, Mystic River, Milk. He was in the Angry Birds movie.
He is?
He's like...
He just seems like somebody that would not be in the Angry Birds movie.
He's Terrence, the bomb. The big... He's just like... all he does is like growl.
That's hilarious.
Like, he's got a movie, Flag Day, coming up. He's acting in it and directing. Josh Brolin and Miles Teller are in that. He's in the show Gaslit with Julia Roberts, which I believe is on Apple TV Plus.
What, Sean Penn is?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, they're doing I think it's like a limited series.
Fuck, man. They got to do something where we can, once they're on one of these streamings, then they go somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, well, how am I going to see all these? I'd love to see that. Julia Roberts and Sean Penn.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not going to get that shitty. What'd you say it was on?
Apple TV Plus.
Oh, yeah, fuck that. Apple, suck my balls. What a waste of fucking toilet paper.
I know, right?
I'd be grabbing that and like putting it in my pocket.
Well, I like this guy. That guy died there. By the way. And then Sean Penn is also on. Oh my God, how poorly some things have aged, right?
Oh, somebody stuck their gum in there like a piece of shit.
I'd like to think now, if you like a kid taped "I'm a homo" to the back of somebody else, everybody would high five him. Like, yeah, thanks. For
Me too, man.
Good job for coming out and being your true self.
Oh God,
Brian Backer. So we mentioned in our last movie, we talked about Police Academy 4 being like one of the movies that like knocked Lethal Weapon off of the top, and Lethal Weapon 4 was the movie that Brian Backer was in. It's one of the only other movies Brian Backer was in.
Right. That guy's the man. He looks like he should be right at a Revenge of the Nerds.
I feel like if his age was just right, he would be playing Ross in Friends.
Right. It's not a bad casting.
Yeah, I think he'd do all right.
Good for them. Oh, it's the first day of school?
I guess. He's not looking where he's going nearly enough for how many people are in that area.
Oh, they don't
like
care.
He ran over.
Wait, is this the 80s people. Or is it like 78 or something?
No, this is the 80s. This came out in 83.
Fucking A. Look at that car. They don't make them like that anymore, baby. Look at all them cool cars, man.
Absolutely. It's crazy. Something I missed when we were talking about Gary Busey in the last one too. There was a movie he was in called the Gumball Rally, which is
I remember this movie.
which is the real life Cannonball Run.
Yes.
But so basically, before Cannonball Run came out, they made a movie about the Gumball Rally, which basically makes Cannonball Run redundant.
Right.
Right? Mind you, that one did not look.
I thought he was just leaning in for a kiss there for a second.
I know. He
is quite terrifying in this film.
Actually, what you don't know is this is a part of the Star Wars universe, and he goes on to play his Rogue One character.
There's Nick Cage.
Yeah.
Who just got married to a 21-year-old Japanese lady.
Yes, I saw pictures.
Good for you, Nick
did
Cage.
it, buddy. Just another weird thing he collected, like dinosaur eggs. But yeah, in this movie, he's Nicholas Coppola. He's 17 years old, so he's the youngest member of the entire cast. And he actually lied about his age because he was actually trying to play Brad.
Right.
And so but because of child labor laws, he couldn't work as many hours on set.
Nick Cage.
Right.
Oh yeah, because he's a Coppola. Yeah.
So he lied about his age, saying, "Oh no, I'm 18. It's fine." And then when they found out, they couldn't do it, but they let him be in the movie. Anyways,
right. That's cool. Oh, this guy. Oh yeah.
So he was mainly known for My Favorite Martian, the TV show. He was the star of that, which was a big deal.
Oh, well, he's in lots of shit back in the day. Lots of stuff.
Tons of, but that was like his main thing. Something else he was in, and the second I read it, I was like, oh yeah, he was Popeye's dad in Robin Williams' version of Popeye.
Yes, he is.
He's Pappy.
That's like my movie, man.
Yeah.
Look at this. This is great. I still have dreams, man, where I'm at school. Mm-hmm. It's the end of the year, and I never went to class. Yeah. And I'm like, I am getting ready. Actually, but it feels more like university where I'm telling myself I spent all this money and you never went to class and I never did. And I was like, oh man, I'm getting ready to call home and be like, fuck man, I didn't do nothing.
And that's exactly it too. Because I remember in high school, that's all I wanted. It's like you've got that history class at the end of the day. I'm like, I just want to go home. Yeah. And it's like, maybe we'll just sign ourselves out today and then just that be the end of it, right? So once you hit that age, you're just like, I'm fucking out of here.
Does it really? Okay, I don't know when this episode's going to come out, but the pandemic just happened. It's here. It's kind of starting to taper off, I guess, a little bit. Just things are opening.
Things are slowly opening up as people are getting vaccinated. It's kind of like here's the things that aren't open. Here's the things that are vaccinated, and we're slowly coming together.
Yeah. And I just it's funny to now to see the state of education and knowing that back in the day, now, well, even a year ago, they were really pushing you gotta go to school to be somebody. Now it's like, don't come to school. Don't even learn, just stay at home. Yeah. And it's like, wow, did I really need to go to class? You know what I mean? Like when you skipped class, or would I be like, you know what, I'm just going to go home today. Did it really do anything to negatively affect your life?
It always depends on what you want to do, I guess. That's the real answer. Because we even had this talk with Abby, and it was I was like, there's certain things you have to go to college for, and you have to, which means you have to do.
Yeah, if you want to be like a doctor.
Well, but no, there's
like a lawyer.
There's probably about 20,000 jobs where you have to go and get a problem.
20,000.
Yeah. There's probably about 75 jobs just at my work that all require some level of training, right?
Yeah.
And then
I don't mind. That's like college. At college you learn stuff.
Yeah. Well,
you know what I mean? Yeah, if you're going to have, that's like a trade almost that you're in, right? So you have to learn how to use the stuff and learn how to...
Precisely. And but there's a million things where you could kind of like writers and stuff, like a lot of creative things, especially you can kind of teach yourself and get yourself in there. Right. Something I found awesome. I was reading a thing. This girl tweeted, and she was talking about her dad. Her dad was one of the Simpsons writers from the original seasons. Right. And she was talking, and she's like, when I was 1 year old, my dad moved us out to LA because he was going to work on this new Matt Groening cartoon. And she's like, here we are 30 years later. She's like, and I just wrote an episode with my dad.
Awesome.
And it showed pictures of her as a toddler in the writing room with the writers and stuff that. And she was riding around on a Bart Simpson skateboard. And then it was a picture of her with her daughter on a tricycle in the writer's room.
Oh, that's cool. And
I was like, how fucking
cool. Yeah, that's
that?
A neat moment, eh?
That is really cool. Actually, it's the episode that just came out. Is this? So,
here's just teaching her how to give a blowjob.
this scene actually was a major player in the rating of this movie, because this scene combined with another scene later on made this movie X-rated unless they removed one of them.
But it was okay that they were naked, but not that they simulated sex jokingly with a carrot.
Yep. It was, well, all the that stuff all like added up too, but they were like, it was basically, it got to the point where it was this scene and then the scene where her and Damone have sex,
right?
And they take off their clothes. He's full frontal, and they were like, to get off of the X, like with all the other nudity you have and all that,
you can't have a penis.
You have to drop this scene, or you have to drop the carrot scene,
right?
And then he's like, and then you can go back to an R,
right? That's so weird how they have these like,
and they just thought this scene was more important.
Right.
Fetal pig.
Well, at least we got to see some man-ming in the movie, right? Before they cut it out.
Yeah.
That's all right. You know, I'm always down for equal opportunity nudity.
And that was what Amy Heckerling was saying. Her idea was she wanted to show how vulnerable the characters were.
Right.
Just like these like teenagers. But again, this is something we promised we were going to talk about. Well, we'll get to it when the time comes.
That's
but,
right.
Like, just quote unquote teenage
just talk about it right now. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, so yeah, just the oh no, we got to talk about him first. Vincent Chevelli, one of the scariest men to ever be born. He reminds me if Stephen Wright was in Mask instead of Eric Stoltz.
If Stephen Wright was in Mask.
I feel bad.
Oh, and he's wearing a Popeye shirt.
Oh, nice. I wonder if that's on purpose. But people are moving on this so fast. Okay, we can go back to the nudity, I guess. So basically, I get really creeped out at the idea of, it's like, look, you're looking at like a 16-year-old girl naked.
This is totally what I was gonna want. I was gonna bring it up during this movie. Mm-hmm. I love the Devo poster, and I was watching a movie called The Stepfather. Mm-hmm. And in the movie, she's a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, obviously she's older, right? But I mean, like, man, she's really cute. Yeah. And I'm like, well, I guess we're not going to see this girl naked. And then she's naked. Yeah. And I was like, this girl's supposed to be 16.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is what I wanted to talk about, was the acceptance, even American Pie, where they're in high school, but they're older people playing younger.
Yeah.
So technically they're underage in the movie, and we're seeing them naked. And I'm like, is that like a thing now? Is that going to be like
well, and it's the way it always had to be, obviously.
Yeah, like if you're going to, and I mean, if you're going to show, like, obviously high school kids are having sex and whatnot. Yes. If you're going to show the reality of them, then I guess, you know, that would be something. But like I said, it's just a strange concept.
Yeah, from that standpoint. And it's like, obviously as a teenager watching these movies, you're super excited about it because you're like, oh, yeah. But like now it's just like, I'm just like kind of uncomfortable. I'm just like,
I'm Mr. Skin, baby. No fucking way. Once you reach a certain age, okay, this is like the idea.
Yeah.
We're in the wrestling ring.
Yeah.
Somebody jumps into the ring, you're getting popped. Okay. And once everybody reaches a certain age, you're all in the ring together.
Yeah. Yes.
You know?
I do know.
I'm a dirty old man, as we all are. At least I admit it, okay? We all are. And this is a woman directing a movie with women nudity. Is that more acceptable that a woman directed it, you think?
I think it would be more comfortable for the girls.
Right. I would totally. If I was making a booby movie, I would always have my second in command would be a woman. Yeah. So I could be like, listen, we're filming the female nudity. Every dude get the fuck out of the room. Yeah. It's just going to be them.
Yeah, it's her. Yeah, no, and I think that's the ideal way to do this.
You're telling me that when you see naked Phoebe Cates in this movie, you're not like, whoa.
Hey, she looks great and all that. But it's the mental.
But yes.
It's just the mental thing of like, oh.
How old is she supposed to be in this movie?
I don't know, but like if she's in high school, she's
not a senior because he's a senior. Or no, Judge Reinhold.
Yeah.
What was that Judge show with him on?
My Name is Judge. It was Mock Trial with Jay Reinhold.
Was that on Arrested Development?
Yes.
What a show! But okay, anyways, going back to it, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is weird. Especially like I said, when I was watching that Stepfather movie, I was like, this girl's supposed to be 16. Yeah. I'm like, holy shit, like.
Yeah, I'm not saying that aesthetically it's not a pleasing thing to look at.
Right.
I'm just saying that thinking on it and thinking about what I'm supposed to be looking at doesn't make me feel good.
Yeah.
That's all I get.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying.
Oh, this is... And this whole thing makes me glad that I didn't like score a lot in high school.
Well, no,
Because holy shit, it seems depressing.
You know, the thing too is that like in school, we both, if we were going to be a character in this movie, we both are Damone's friend.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Yeah. Absolutely. No, absolutely.
What's his name?
Matt, I don't know
Not his real name. What's his name in the movie?
I don't remember. His Brian Backer's his real name, but I don't remember his name.
But that,
in the
like,
movie.
I never had any girlfriends, and I was so like jealous. Not jealous, but yeah, so like riding the line of jealousy, being like, oh man, these guys all got girls and blah blah blah. And then when now I'm like, I don't care. It's totally. I'm glad it made me who I am.
Yeah.
And now I don't have like an army of women that from high school that are fucking hate my guts. You know what I mean? Like yeah.
Yeah.
All the guys were. I'm not saying they were all jerks, but it was like, you know, although I think maybe in life, if I had a little more action in high school, I might have not been so ridiculous. Exactly. Like ridiculous. It goes in here. She's like, no, I'm not even in the room.
That's my
Is
shoe.
this where this goes?
Yeah.
I think that's an ice cube tray. No. Oh, there's one.
Yeah. One plaid shirt.
But like later, like in university, I was like a mess.
Yeah.
Like oh my God, I was so nervous. And so like, holy God.
Yeah.
But I guess it all depends on the person, right? Like some people, go for it. Like horny Jennifer Jason Leigh here.
Yeah. I like the way that they shoot this and stuff like that too. Is just the idea of like, this is her first time.
Yeah, and it's like, wow, nice romantic, right? Yeah.
And this is probably true for a lot of people.
I think it is.
Right? Like it's just.
I believe it would be. Especially when you have like, the horny dudes. Come on, baby. Yeah, we can't go back to my house. My dad's drunk.
So she's kind of like the big sister in that relationship. She's like, it's like she's 2 years ahead of them as far as boning is concerned.
Well,
he's twerking at us.
Well, yeah, maybe he's the starting of the twerk. Love the man, right? Loving his car.
Yeah,
I'm not like this kind of guy, but if I had a car, I'd probably do this too.
Mm-hmm.
He's way too excited to wash the windows there.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes the sis. He's a good big brother.
He really is, all things considered.
See, these are all the days too that like ruins. Like this is the when women start fucking men, because they deal with these douchebags in high school.
Well, you
break their heart, and then when I get to them, they stab me.
I imagine so much to like how fucking weird it would be, like as especially a young girl when like literally. Like, in a movie when all the robots are there and then all of a sudden they all turn evil and you're just in the middle of them. That's what's happening to these girls.
Oh, yeah.
It's like they're all sitting there and everybody's like, yay, we're all playing. And then all of a sudden one day just boobs, vaginas.
Yeah, and then I know you're seeing, you like see the scene too where the girl's suddenly like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then, she's looking at all the heads are turning. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. It must be awful. It's like being on, like I remember speaking to one of the girls that I had met from one of these dating things, and she said it is like a nonstop bombardment of men. Yeah. It's just like you open the mailbox and it just
stops.
That's what happens, man. You drowned.
Yeah, I know, for sure.
You drown in mail.
Yeah. I get it. And it's just like, and you hear about like people's stories and like, like just like in the dating sites and all these other things is like, hey, I'm swimming in dick pics. Great. Like,
I know, that's it too. It's like, who thinks like this is going to get me and I'm going to send a picture of my dick?
I'm sending it around just because I'm very curious to get the national average.
Oh, well, yeah, it's like your Christmas card. I was like, oh, here's another dick pic from Joe. His penis is dressed up like Santa again.
Yeah, exactly. It's always the same thing. His balls are always Dasher and Dancer, and his penis is Rudolph. It's because I have a big red splotch at the end.
No, and then the one year you did your penis up like the Pope, and your balls are two altar boys kneeling before him. This movie's making me fucking hungry, man, for like hot dogs and pizza and shit.
Loose hot dogs.
Fuck, man. That's how you're like... Like, it just, you know what I mean? It's like when people smoke and you see somebody smoking, like watching Mad Men, like you go through a pack.
Yeah, no.
Like, you know what I mean? This movie just makes me hungry.
Well, I don't smoke watching Mad Men. I harass women, though. Like, come on.
Well, see, right, exactly.
Hey, get over here. Smack, smack.
I just can't harass any women. I'm too busy smoking. Joe, take care of that for me.
Yeah, gotcha. I'm like, I have a drink, but because I don't drink, I'm just like tinking around the ice. Ding, 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 ding.
Ding, 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 ding.
That map looks like really old. It looks like there's like states missing.
Oh yeah, it's the old American map. Mexico did not exist, and neither did Canada. It's the 80s.
I always love those maps that are just U.S. maps. They're like, Canada's not here. Don't worry about it.
Yep.
I was like, no wonder nobody knows where. Like, there was that whole thing where one time it was like 40% of people couldn't find Canada on a map or something like that in the U.S.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, yeah,
because it's not there.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah. This map is of Florida.
Yeah, like, what, can you find Canada on this map? No. Stupid Americans.
No, it's the Florida map. It's like, well, the Canada pavilion's at Epcot.
Yes. Oh my God. Oh, I thought it was a pizza guy. He's got a bagel cock. Hey there, bagel cock.
He missed it. Actually, so this is their ET moment. Those vans that he's holding helped make vans become popular.
Really?
Like, they became a national product after this.
Oh, no way.
I would wear Vans if, like, they had arch support.
It's true. You know what gets me too is, like, you're going to go to school for like 8 hours and then they're going to just give you a shit ton of homework. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I got nothing better to do with my day.
No.
Like, I mean, well, not now. You know, okay.
Yeah, you should let me do all my homework when I'm an adult.
This movie reminds me of just the recent times. Okay. Yeah. When I was in high school and I had nothing going on, and you're just high school fucking bored.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm not old enough to do anything. I can't go see a rated R movie. I'm so fucking bored I could die.
Yeah.
And that boredom, I promised myself, okay, when I become of age, I will never be bored again. Okay. Booze, drugs, rated R movies, you know, whatever. And then it happened again, the pandemic, and I'm at home and I'm like, I'm like a cat. I'm like, my plan is to sit here for a while.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to sit over there for a while.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to sit over there with my head in my hands sighing about 45. You know what I mean? It's just like, I'm so goddamn bored.
Yeah.
Do you remember that boredom, that pure high school boredom?
I just equated it with my depression.
Oh, me and Aaron or whatever, we would just go back to my estate. We would just literally just like lie.
Yeah.
He's like on this couch and I'm just on this couch. We're just like,
oh, we did that all the time. You and I used to call each other and then not speak.
Yeah, just like that. You know, I guess well, you're always going with Community. So this is my second Arrested Development.
That's fine.
When his dad calls him, he's like, what are you doing? He's like, nothing. He's like, okay, we'll just watch TV together on the phone. Yeah. It's like so true.
And that was basically
and it's yours is behind or ahead by a few seconds.
You know what's really funny though? So those lockdown videos that we recorded together where we were doing it over Zoom, that's basically what it was.
Yeah.
It's just us talking about, if any words were coming out, we were just talking about the thing we were mutually watching.
Exactly right. The good old days.
Poor guy. Poor name of that guy, Rat.
I know. Oh, that what they call him? Damone and Rat?
Yeah.
He's the freckle.
Yeah,
that kid there.
Oh, my God.
He's one giant freckle. Oh, fuck. Here he comes.
They
the
made
big
him like,
man, 33.
I don't even think he's that big a dude, is he? Like,
No.
I just think
compared
that
to them.
they got a bunch of scrawny little motherfuckers to be in this movie.
Oh, yeah, buddy. Don't fuck around with this guy. He loves his Earth, Wind, and Fire.
I want to remake this movie just to upgrade the tech, so he's got a smartphone instead of that fucking like little notepad.
Fuck, I love old arcades. I love old arcade games.
So that's something I would really like.
Man.
When Comic-Con happens, they bring back they have the vintage arcade that like travels, and then you can go and like play arcade games for a proper quarter. And the whole deal. It's so good.
A proper quarter it is, eh?
So Robert Romanus, who's playing Damone there, he was in Days of Our Lives for a while. He was also in Fame, the TV show, and Facts of Life. But like these two guys,
he played Tootie for one season.
Yeah. But these two guys really got the like kind of the shitty end of the stick. Like, think about how many big things everybody went on to. These guys were both good in this movie. Like,
they were great,
right? And like both of them went on to do very little.
Yeah,
like
but maybe
they're still Damone is still acting. Brian Backer, I don't think is acting.
Right. Well, maybe he just didn't want to. Maybe he was just like, I don't want to do this.
Maybe, and I was like, I went to look up to see, maybe he's directing them. Nope, no,
Or something,
nothing was going on.
Maybe he, like in the movie, he got married to his lady, and then that was it.
Maybe like Phoebe Cates, he also married Kevin Kline and is just living off of that money.
Kevin Kline.
Yeah, Phoebe Cates is married to Kevin Kline.
Oh my God! Right now.
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah. That's why she retired from acting and she opened up a little boutique in New York.
No way.
And
she married Kevin Kline.
Yeah, we talked about this during Gremlins.
No shit.
Oh, you know what? You didn't
what?
do Gremlins. You weren't here for that, so that's probably why.
And every time I see Phoebe Cates in Gremlins, I just think about her in this movie.
Mm-hmm. And every time I see her, I just think about when you get something wet, it multiplies, and she's in a pool later.
Oh God, yeah.
You know, to me, for
he's trying to play it cool, eh?
I know. To me, for the longest time, the like height of luxury would have been owning a house with a soda fountain in it.
Oh my God.
I was like, I could just have any type of pop I want at any given time.
No, just get yourself a Coca-Cola Freestyle, but you're a Pepsi guy, though.
Yeah.
They don't have Pepsi Freestyle.
Yeah, they do.
Do they?
Yeah, they've got them at Subway.
And it's Pepsi.
Yeah.
It just has Pepsi and Diet Pepsi. And the third option being Crystal Pepsi.
7-Up and Dr. Pepper. And,
oh, yeah, that's all Pepsi. Yeah.
Yeah, like, they got lots of stuff.
Oh, what a dorko. I wish back in the day, too, that, like, maybe, you know, more women would, you know, be for, like, because she clearly likes him, but he doesn't make the move. So she, you know, kind of meanders around for a while.
It was
but I mean, what can you ask? Can you really ask them just to jump right in my lap and be like, I love you, Todd, love me forever. Oh, great, that worked out.
Well, and that was just like, it's just one of those things that was so hard to kind of come out of because forever that was just not done. If you even if you even said you were interested in a man before they said they were interested in you, you were at all. Yeah, you were. Yeah,
you whore. What do you think was the word before big?
Vote. Vote, big hairy pussy. So that's like. I honestly think the top billed person in this movie should be graffiti. Every scene is riddled with graffiti.
I love this guy.
Yeah. Wow.
You fucking ate the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is, I hate this kind of thing, right? Like being in this sect, it's like, you're not right. Just because you're the customer.
Mm-hmm. It also doesn't say 100% guaranteed the best breakfast. It's a guaranteed breakfast. It's like, is what you ate breakfast? Yes.
You're right. 100% guaranteed you're eating a breakfast.
Yep, that is
breakfast. Or in general, yeah. Like, fuck that. It doesn't say 100% guaranteed, like 100% satisfaction guaranteed.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Oh, fuck. This is what made...
Look at him, man.
This is what made Buddy go crazy with the machine gun. Michael Douglas.
Yep.
Fucking fast food restaurants.
Let's see. Well, he just did it, too. That guy looks like he's a fucking 12-year-old that they glued a Hulk Hogan mustache on. What? No, I don't think that's what happened. That's my least favorite thing now when I hear it. It happens all the time. I hear it. It's always the person
I eat here all the time.
I'm here all the time, and they always let me do this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right? It's like it's like you go up like McDonald's. They go up with like their empty fry thing. Can you refill this? No, we don't do that. I come here all the time, and you always do that. No, we don't. And it's always something super ridiculous like that. It's just like And a lot of
because you just throw, I know that I do order fry, but can you just throw a scoop of chili on there? Yeah, that's a chili fries. That's no, they always just throw one little on there for me.
My mom works at a Tim Hortons, and she keeps saying that a lot of people come in who like order their coffee off like Uber Eats and stuff like that.
Right.
And then and then they come in with their coffee. They're like, I got this coffee and it was cold. Give me another coffee. No.
Yeah, like what the hell?
It was like, did you order this from me? Like, I don't even know.
I remember going to the Eaton Center, and they have like a McDonald's down in the thing. It's like way at the end.
Yeah.
And the pop machine is a self-serve, and it's on the other side of the whole place.
Yeah.
So as I'm sitting there waiting for my meal, I'm like, I'm going to get a pop. And as I'm sitting, because it's so busy, like I'm sitting at a table right where the pop machines are.
Yeah.
And people are coming from in the mall with their glass cup from wherever and just fill up and then walk out. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then there's no pop in the machine because they're just this is what's happening.
That drives me.
And I'm trying to tell the lady, I'm like, look at these guys, like people. I was like, I paid for the drink and I can't even get a drink.
Yeah.
And now this is everybody. I was like, now I remember when I go to the Eaton Center, just bring your own big gulp fucking drink container and
exactly.
just fucking give her. Bring a bladder.
Yeah, you got a camelback thing, a backpack.
I just have you stand at the counter mulling over like what cheap burger you want to get for $1.25 or whatever.
So that scene that we just had with Spicoli there, that was originally supposed to be him on the Tonight Show singing Highway to Hell, but Johnny Carson didn't want to do it. So apparently they went to David Letterman, who said he was interested, but his people wouldn't let him do it based on the drugs and stuff in the movie. So it was just kind of like Letterman was down to just do it.
That's hilarious. This, I believe, is where Adam Sandler got that skit from. Because there's a skit where he's like, yeah, and they're like, you suck. And she's like, what? You know, and it's like this. I think he got it from this.
Oh, probably. I haven't thought about that sketch in a
You
long
guys
time.
don't appreciate anything.
That's
Just
so
kidding. Oh, you suck.
That's so good. I re-listened to some of those, like not a lot of them. I was like, I think on Spotify I like found a bunch of them or something like that, and I was just laughing my head off.
I know they're so rude too, eh?
But they're so dumb too, and it's just like those like Toll Booth Willie. You fucking hot on.
Too bad the bartender kicked you out last night, you fucking douchebag. And of course he's got to use his Adam Sandler like voice, you know, like his
well, that was early Adam Sandler still, so that was like
well, once we saw it, Spicoli's room, like would your mother allow you to get away with that? You think naked pictures?
My mother would have fucking like cut my ears off.
Like, I mean, I was embarrassed to put my Jenny McCarthy posters up at first. I was like, oh geez, I'm gonna get the razz, you know, oh, they're gonna razz me. And I just found at home, my aunt and uncle came over and they brought a fucking huge roll of posters that I had from back in the day.
Yeah.
And I just cracked them open yesterday. I was scared of wrecking them though, because they're so,
man.
You know?
Yeah.
But I opened it. I had an Evil Dead. Yeah. Awesome Evil Dead, all purple and the writing's all in green. There's a Terminator 2. I don't know whether we got these posters from school or whether I was in university. But it's like a poster of an old painting. It's like a classic painting of like this dead lady floating in the water. It's very serene looking though.
That sounds like a college thing because I got really into Dolly when I was in college.
Well, yeah, but I just really liked the picture. I thought it was really, I don't know, it just kind of spoke to me. Yeah. And I'm gonna go through the rest of them tonight because there got to be a Jenny McCarthy in there.
Oh, dude, if you find something like that, put it on our Instagram.
Yeah,
dude,
because like some of them were good posters. I know it was T2 because I could see the Mario Casser at the bottom, and I was like, I don't remember having a T2 poster, but I guess I do.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm gonna have to go through them tonight though, because it's thick. There's got to be like 10 posters in there or something.
Fun. I was meaning to bring out maybe next time we do coming attractions episode, I'll bring out. I've got this box that's got some old high school shit together, including that thing my mom put together for us after we did 12 Angry People. Right. And it's got like the picture of us and the news article and all that stuff and the tickets and all that.
Right.
Shit. I've still got that in my closet.
Fucking A. I think I have one from Done to Death. Like a big thing. Nice. Oh my God, this restaurant rules. Look at those old chairs.
They look so teeny tiny in those. Like, again, they do everything to make, especially these two, look like infants.
They're just, I know, like, look at the table, eh?
Yeah.
I don't even think I went on a date in high school.
I did.
I don't think. I don't know if I did or not.
Nothing so official like this. But
right.
Like I went to a movie with a girl.
Right,
like
right.
That kind of stuff.
Roll in the hay.
I always hated that. Like, the ordering for the woman thing, I never understood that. Like, it's not a chivalry thing. It's not a... I've never
I'll have 2 Cokes and she'll take a water.
Yeah. That's awesome. He's going to dine and dash.
I love to. He's too embarrassed to tell her that, like, he forgot his wallet, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, the first date's got to go right, especially when it's the pretty girl.
This dude here, Damone, is totally like a dude, you know, dudes that you'll meet that are like, you have a girlfriend, and then they're like hitting, you know what I mean? It's like, fuck off, dude. Like, you know, rarely do I have a girlfriend. And now you got to be like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, don't be a dickhead. I'm
His
always
prison stripes on.
Don't get me wrong. I'm always trying to cuckold somebody. That's
He's got the party nog going. Of course he's busy.
he's the guy though. He's the guy who will ask you for a billion favors and never give you one.
Exactly.
It's
Yep.
right now. He's like, I am desperate. I need your help. He's like, It's like, I'm about to get in a ton of shit. He's like, oh, I'm sitting here drinking my party nog. And
What the fuck is knockwurst? I like that they go to this type of restaurant. This is where he's like, this is a nice restaurant. The German knockwurst house, you know?
yeah. Oh, God.
Yes. I would have told her. I'm like, yo, oh, there you go.
I love his just general attitude.
But, you know, what the fuck was that?
I have no idea.
What in the hell?
German food intimidates
Yeah,
me.
just have a drink of my drink there, bud.
Yeah. It's like everything intimidates me, like even schnitzel. Like, schnitzel is basically chicken parm without a bunch of stuff, and I'm still like, I can't deal with it.
Schnitzel. Yeah, sorry. Oh, she's gonna be so mad.
Do you know how much it costs to pour Coke?
It's not even like fucking like refillable, you know, like nonstop You know what, man? Now that I know everything's open, man, I'm gonna get some the works.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But they have unending fries,
Yeah.
which only the dude that worked there told me.
Oh, really?
I had this one girl all the time, and then this new guy, and he's like, you know, the fries are unlimited, and I was like, before he finished it, I was like,
You're lining them all up.
It's because the burger's huge. It's an 8-ouncer, which I found way too much.
Yeah.
Chop the burger in half, eat half the burger, finish your fries, order the next, re-up of fries, take the rest of it home.
Yeah.
Boom.
Bam.
It's like when I go to a hot dog stand, I'm like, you know, I'm like, yo, is that, I just say one of the cast members of Kids in the Hall.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, there's Scott Thompson. And he's like, where? And then I just fucking bacon bits, pickles in the pockets, baby.
I always say Bruce McCullough. He's the most believable. If I said Dave Foley, he's like, he's in LA.
He's doing stuff.
He's busy.
Yeah, come on now.
Bruce McCullough works at the next hot dog stand.
Oh, this would have been me. This is like totally me.
Yeah.
The girl gets naked, stands in front of me, literally, and I'm just like, I don't know. I have to run. I have to run away.
Yeah. This is when you find out he's more attracted to Judge Reinhold.
Well, who isn't?
He's
got it going on. He's got a car.
Yeah. So talking about Jennifer Jason Leigh's career, we were discussing her earlier on. She was in Miami Blues, Hudsucker Proxy, Dolores Claiborne, Existenz, Road to Perdition, The Machinist, Weeds, Twin Peaks. You were mentioned Hateful Eight.
Yep.
She's upcoming in The Woman in the Window, which is a mega cast starring Amy Adams.
Yeah.
Sharp Stick, which is written and directed by Lena Dunham and has zero information. You don't know what the plot is, nothing about that one right now.
They're still giving her a go, eh?
Yep. And then, well, hey, she had success. She's like, it's not like her show got canceled.
Right.
She
True.
finished the show. And then she's going to be in Lizzie's Story, starring Julianne Moore, which we discussed during our Assassins episode.
Oh my God, this is like totally like the girl's half naked. You're sitting on her bed. She's like, so what do you want to do? Run away screaming? I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. That was always the most nerve-wracking thing.
Love it.
Yeah, I've had, like, having girls in my room, it was always just kind of like, yeah, you wanted this, and it was like, it worked out sometimes, it didn't work out sometimes, and it was just, but every time, it was like, it never felt better, like even if it was going really well, it never felt that good. Whoa.
Just getting a little handsy for him there.
Yeah. Yeah, she's really looking to hand it out.
Oh yeah, she's like just pulling him on.
Her makeup looks like she's got like a bruise, like she took a backhand.
Women pinch, whores wear rouge.
Classic Simpsons.
Oh, you were talking about shirts the one day. I was going to wear it today, but I wore it yesterday forgetting. I have this killer Simpson shirt. It's all green.
Nice.
And it's Homer either coming out of the bushes or going back in. Remember there was like the Terminator? Or he was...
I love I love that shirt.
They had them at Hot Topic. They had a bunch of them. One of them was, I can't remember the episode.
Yeah.
But it's like Lisa, and she's like, and somebody's pouring her a coffee. She's like,
I want, no, the thing I brought up with t-shirts is I wanted to.
I know what you mean. I was just,
Yeah.
when
No,
she
no,
brought that, yeah.
I know, but this is something related to the show, so I thought I'd bring it up. I wanted to challenge you for one episode where you and I would buy each other the cheapest, stupidest t-shirt we could find.
I love that.
And then we'll just wear it and reveal them on the show.
That's great. Oh, see, she knows.
Mm-hmm. You sure did. My daughter, she loves having this kind of night routine. She even puts on these masks from time to time, and it's so funny. Like she's in this girly girl mode now, and there's like no coming back. Today
there's no coming back. That's what it said about my girl period.
Yeah, she literally.
It didn't.
No, it didn't work out. No, but she was
didn't
like,
come back.
Literally after her shower, she just spent all her day, like the rest of her time until bedtime, in front of the mirror trying like different braids and stuff like that. She's like, look at this braid. She's like, she did one braid and then like mixed it into another braid and like all sorts of.
Does it sound like the worst night you've ever had? Like girls, hey, what the fuck?
She
like,
loves it.
I know,
It's so
right?
good.
Like it's just playing with their hair in the mirror.
Well, I mean, I don't know how that must feel, but like.
Sounds like the most boring. No,
Where did it
mine's
go?
looking pretty good lately,
dude. I ever since like 17 when it started when I had to deny that it wasn't just a large forehead. That was
who's that 50-year-old guy over there? That's Joe. He's younger than all of us,
right? But I was so.
The cops
I was
constantly
so
show up to
jealous of
arrest
your hair.
Joe because of like some creepy old guys lurking in around the school again.
Yeah, it was
We're like, it's Joe.
I know. It's Joe. He gets good grades in your class, you know?
Yeah.
He's like, I don't know.
Never seen him before.
It didn't help that I drove a white van to school. Isn't it funny the things that you thought you wanted? Like when we didn't have cars and stuff like that, and it was like, I'd love to get an old shaggin' wagon.
Yeah.
Like, what a nightmare that would have been had
fuck.
I actually done that.
Oh my god, if you got a shaggin' wagon, we'd have been sitting in your shaggin' wagon talking about possibly shagging.
Yeah, we wouldn't. There would have been no sex
Exactly.
or weed. It
But
would
we
have
could
just
have
been.
sat in the car talking about those
That's
things.
it. The one thing I wanted more than anything was my dad's van. He was he worked with like in siding and stuff like that. So he had this big blue van, but the back of it was a flat bit, but it actually, the one bit came up and became a table, and it was like a big bench that went around it.
Yep.
And then the part went down and it was a bed. And I was like, I wanted it so bad because I was like, I thought it would have been the coolest thing. I was like, we could go to the drive-in, open up the back, and we'd all have a table and we could sit and eat. And like, and it was like,
You just live in the van.
You could do whatever you wanted.
Yeah,
right?
hell yeah.
But then he and he kept talking about getting like a pickup truck to replace his van and stuff like that. And I was like, please let me have the van. Please let me. And he trashed that goddamn thing so bad.
So like every time they have a game, you can buy a t-shirt that says kill the other team. Like, man, that seems like a lot of money wasted.
My thinking on it is that it wasn't that you could do that for any team. It's like, this is the rival team. Like, this is who they have the homecoming game against every year.
Right. So they're like their rival.
Mm-hmm. I still can't get over. I had somebody kind of like defending the idea of like down south where it's nothing but football.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's like they just like their religion. That is such a great idea.
Yeah.
After they crash, they're lucky they're not dead. Look at the crash on this fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? If you drive, you go for a joyride in somebody's car and crash it up, put it somewhere, where they're not going to be like, you definitely did that, and write their arch nemesis's name, put it on the car.
See, now I did that, but I wrote like Lincoln rules and stuff like that. But the problem was they just thought that it was like the car company Lincoln,
right?
And they were like,
Abraham Lincoln.
Why does this matter?
Lincoln rules.
Look at think of the idea. Oh God.
Oh fuck.
He's
still got the eye. That must have happened in a previous football game.
His eyes got full Forrest Whitaker.
I'm glad he made it. He's a great actor.
Absolutely.
I'm glad that the eye didn't hinder his acting
and
the roles that he gets or whatever.
The 80s would not have given you any of that, right? Because it's like this and Bloodsport.
That's
Like,
all the 80s had.
That was
This
no,
movie and Blood. Oh, fuck. These guys are like, holy fuck. You're going to pay me enough money to do this sport, man.
Oh, God.
Like,
no.
you get paid. I know they get paid a lot of money, but it's like you are a fucking mess at the end.
Yeah, that's
a couple years of playing pro football. Like, there's like, I've had 18 concussions. Like, my fucking knees are gone. Like, it's like, holy shit.
It's not worth it.
No fucking way is it worth it.
But this is, again, this is a big part of the class thing, and part of what I was fighting with the guy about, well, not fighting with, but just discussing with, about like the whole football, high school football, and making football everything and stuff like that. I was like, you're creating a scenario where these guys have nothing else.
Right.
Except this, because you're not giving them
they
an
don't even, like, that
education.
guy's having a seizure, and you can't even, like, yeah, it's true. It's like you're stuck in a situation. If you want to be like Hero Boy, you're going to have to do this, and you're going to be a mess.
That's why, like, Friday Night Lights, not the TV show, the movie, to me is the most accurate, like, depiction of all of that stuff. It's just the idea that, like, everybody's thinking football and just the pressure on you as a kid. Like,
oh, hell yeah.
And, like, nobody's interested in freaking...
They don't even... And they make, like, you're a university football star, and there's, like, 60,000 people at this game.
Oh, there's 100,000
They are making
people.
a shit ton of money off of you, and you're not making a dime.
Yep.
Like, fuck that.
Yeah, forget about it.
Fuck that shit. Here it is. Mr. Skin's #1 being me.
Yeah. This was... Yeah, we discussed this in last week's movie, but we teased this one. The #1 nudity scene in all of film history is this scene. I don't know if I agree, but it's definitely an iconic scene that features nudity.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
See, at least it's right. Like, yeah, I dig this movie, man.
I didn't like...
It's got all the different stories, and they're all, like, coming into their, age.
See, this is what Caddyshack should have been, though, when it came with all this, like, with this kind of ensemble cast with all these different stories. They never put them together in, like...
They don't put anything together in that fucking movie.
And that's what I keep saying about it, is, like, there's nothing
Once you ruined it for me. You ruined that movie for me.
I know, right?
I don't care. Once I watched it, I was like, oh, man, you're right. I was like, what the fuck? Like,
it's just all over. And I had one guy fight me so hard on it. Like, literally, I just brought it up. I'm like, I just rewatched it, and I was like, it's insane. Like, anything that is remotely cohesive is an accident in this movie. And the guy's like, it's one of the best movies ever made. And I'm like, if this is the hill you want to die on, dude, you go ahead. Like,
if
Jesus
this
Christ.
is the hill. Uh-oh, boy, bad boys are showing up.
Yeah, this is a good thing. Like, don't have the pool.
Exactly. That is just the ultimate, fake friend maker, man, having a pool. You know what I dig about this movie too is it kind of gives, I guess at the time or now, like a very honest look at just everything, especially like the girl scenes, not where they're naked, but the scenes where, she gets knocked up and then he, and all these problems that these girls are going through. It's not just like the guys are having it's the only problem I'm having is I'm not getting laid. It's like, oh yeah, well this girl's got to have an abortion at 17 with her fucking, all this shit.
Yeah, absolutely. What was I going to say here?
That still counts as company.
How you
like, what the frig does that mean?
Yeah, exactly, right?
Kind of a non-committal answer is that.
She looks so unimpressed to be there with her friend.
Well, because she's older. She's had sex.
Yeah.
Okay, she's, but she's the girl who doesn't have sex because she talks about it all the time.
Yeah.
Like, she's the,
Yeah. She reminds me, we've told this story before, but it was like that one time we went to Wrigley Field to go watch like a wrestling pay-per-view or whatever.
I loved that.
And then but then it was like we saw one of the girls we went to high school with on a date with like a grown man.
Here it is.
Yeah.
Shut the hell up.
There's so much to talk about in this. So Amy Heckerling had to talk Phoebe Cates into doing this.
Oh, no way. Like, it wasn't in the...
Well, it was in the script, but she didn't want to do it.
Oh, she's we don't have to do that, right?
But she actually said, she's like, it's only going to be a couple of seconds. She's like, nobody's going to have any time to gawk at you. It'll be quick. It'll be fine. And what happened...
She has no idea that there's a pause button on all the machines.
Exactly. I'm going to give you the exact words.
Is that for real?
Ironically, in the following years, during the era of videotape home video, it became a running joke that many video rental stores that copies plays at Fast Times often suffered a predictable flicker during the topless moment because so many renters paused the video on that shot, causing excessive wear on the tape at that
Oh my
location.
God, that's hilarious. That is fucking hilarious.
So in this scene, he's stroking a dildo, so he had had something to work off of. But when she walks in on him, she's seeing the dildo.
Right.
So like she didn't know she was going to see a penis, and all of a sudden there was one
hilarious. That is so funny that everybody paused it. So the movie, you can't even have a wank. Do you do a knock, for Christ's sakes?
Why wouldn't he just go to his room?
He just wants to blow it in the toilet. No fuss, no muss.
That's fair.
Also, he's looking out the window at her.
Yeah, all that. But
he didn't fully commit to his creepdom.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, you're so cool, Damone.
Why is it it's only those guys who can do that with lockers? It's like the Fonz, him, and like Zach Morris. I'm assuming Zach Morris's son too.
The Fonz, him, and Zach Morris.
Zach
it's
Morris,
totally
true. Zach Morris was the first mutant on television. He could freeze time.
Oh my God, yeah. I wouldn't put that as the #1 nude scene. Like, come on.
No, it was very short. But I think it's because it's iconic. Like, everybody who knows movies knows that scene.
Right. Was she older in Gremlins? This is before Gremlins.
This is before Gremlins.
Right.
Look at Taylor Negron, man.
This pizza looks so fucking good, too.
My favorite Taylor Negron moment is he plays the bad guy in the Ben Stiller show Die Hard sketch.
Oh.
And he's like, oh God.
I think I remember that. I want to see where's this show kicking around? Why isn't this on one of the streaming?
I don't know, but if you want to borrow it, I've got it in my room.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet.
I think I still have it.
Yeah.
That is very wonderfully ballsy.
Oh, it looks good. Looks like a wood oven pizza.
Yeah. Oh man. I ordered pizza from this place. It was called the Vatican Gift Shop, and it's very hard to find online because when you Google Vatican Gift Shop,
get
the actual.
Where
Vatican
is it in
Gift
Toronto?
Shop, it's in Toronto, yeah. But
or like this STP album comes up.
No, that
songs from the Vatican Gift Shop.
Yeah, that didn't come up.
Damn.
I feel like Time has taken that one away, but the actual Vatican Gift Shop has a website.
Oh, Time, you bastard. Oh, you'd be like, yes.
Once one of the band, that's brilliant.
You don't know. It doesn't really look that good, actually, now that I see it.
I don't know.
Looks like the crust is good, but...
Yeah.
What a dick.
I don't know. It's California. How good can it be?
Dick. I feel like... Leave them at one piece.
Yeah. I feel like all California pizza is just cauliflower in different colors.
Ew. I had that cauliflower pizza once, man.
I
was like, why even live? Why fucking even live?
Yeah.
Just don't eat pizza then.
I literally said almost the same thing because we had a work meeting and the guy was like, I'm keto. Is there any chance we could order a keto friendly pizza? So they ordered that one for him. Only him. He was like, they ordered a small one and he's eating it. And I'm like, if that helps you live one day longer, was it all worth it?
Like when I see people eating like Lay's baked chips and I'm like, what the fuck are you trying to kid?
I actually like baked Lay's better than Lay's.
Oh, you're fucked, bro.
I find like the I don't know, the greasiness.
They're too salty Lay's now.
Yeah, the greasiness too of those Lay's chips actually makes my stomach hurt. So, and it's always been like that. The salt vinegar chips destroy me.
Yeah, you know what? I find that the Lay's, anything other than the plain, makes me feel weird. Yeah. I don't know how to put it. It's just when I'm done eating them, I just feel weird. It's like if I eat 4 big bags of chips, like I shouldn't feel weird. I should feel triumphant.
I still, to this day, I've told the story so many times about our weekends of chip eating, where we would go and buy like for $4, we'd get 4 large bags of chips, and I was like,
and drink all your mom's fucking Pepsi.
Yep, and I was like, and most importantly, there was an order in which the chips were eaten.
Yep.
Sour cream and onion.
You always had the order better.
Yeah, sour cream and onion was first, then salt and vinegar, then barbecue, then ketchup.
Yeah.
And if you had regular chips, they went between the salt and vinegar and the barbecue.
So it would throw, right, yes. It was almost a palate cleanser.
It's almost like a color spectrum,
yes,
too.
Exactly.
Because you went from green to yellow to plain to orange to red. And I was like, I don't know what it is. It's just perfect. Something about
here's another one.
Like, I know this is a teeny tiny pool house. It's just for getting changed, but like, it's very much.
It's for banging.
It's
for banging at parties. Yeah. Okay, you know what? I'm going to say something right now, which I had forgotten.
Yeah.
Damone was walking with her home.
Yeah.
He says to her, he's like, I know somebody who's really into you.
Yeah.
I don't want to step on any toes. It's not exactly what he said, but essentially he's like, so that was cool.
Yeah.
That was actually cool because it's ultimately up to her. Although it's not the 50s anymore, it's up to her. Oh yeah, she's a little hornball.
Yeah. So this is the scene where he was supposed to be fully naked.
No way. We would have seen Damone's wang.
Like, did they have a licensing problem? This is the 4th time this song has come on.
It's the underage sex song.
It's like somebody had a Zune to play the music in this movie, and they had no idea how it worked.
Pink Socks.
So it just kept playing the same songs over and over again.
So they had to choose. Well, there's no way. Like back in the day, even now, like you can show like a full frontal nude woman.
Yeah.
You could show her being raped, ripped apart, and murdered, but God forbid you show a flaccid penis.
It's scary.
And if it's an erect penis, that's even like worse. That's like off the charts.
It is a lot scary. It's terrible. They're terrifying.
Woo. That's it, bud. Good for you. You think? Oh, you did, buddy. Yeah. See, and that sucks too. Ouch. See, that sucks too, man. Imagine like being stuck with some 1 minute man. Ugh.
Yeah, that's the worst. But the
you tell me that one wasn't paused?
I imagine.
Well, that one gives you a longer time. Like if you're like Damone, I'm already done.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm done, baby. I am.
Yeah. I finished at Damone's shaking foot.
Oh Lord.
Ew,
listen, leave it. This is great.
What is that like? Is that ground beef or is that?
It's salami? Like salami or something.
God.
See, exactly. Now she's like, I thought you said 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Girl. You don't even know what sex is.
Yeah, she's the only person she's ever had sex with is Sting. Yeah. How long does it take? I don't know, 30 hours to 4 days.
Oh yeah, tantric sex. I got shit to do. You don't know I don't, but come on. I don't need 30 hours of sex for Christ's sakes.
No.
Holy Lord.
She just left her locker wide open.
No, she doesn't care.
They can plant so many drugs on there and get her kicked out of school.
Oh, he's all embarrassed. Took that, so much. I remember being in grade 9 where nobody would admit that they masturbated.
Oh,
and then, and then by 12, it's like, I'm going to go throw one out. I got a couple minutes. Like, yeah, exactly. Good for you, bud. Woo.
Yeah. Finally, we're going to the class where you can't see what I'm doing under the table.
If only everybody could be, because that's back in the day when everybody's so nervous and, who knows? And everybody's, blah, 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 talking and this and that. If even back then, if everybody could just be honest.
Of course. Yeah, it's...
Instead of him running away from her, he could have been like, listen, baby, I don't know.
Yeah.
You got some tight, good stuff there. I blew it in 5 seconds, baby. Right on.
Yeah. Next time it'll take longer.
Exactly. Well, hopefully.
Yeah. I'll triple bag it.
And she seems like she's okay with it too, but he's so embarrassed.
Yeah. It's...
Sex, eh? What a crazy world.
It's really interesting too, because it's like... It's probably the most sexually aggressive that a woman has been in a movie. At this point.
Right, that's what I dig too, because of course we're all just animals. Of course they get horny.
It's just, it's weird too, because when you're telling a story and stuff like that, not even from a morality point of sex, but just a point of the story of having a love interest and stuff.
Right.
She's literally thrown it out to 3 people in immediate succession. It was she gave it up to the senior guy and she's like, okay.
What are you saying? What are you calling her,
nothing.
Joe?
I'm not calling her anything. I'm just saying that it's interesting that's not something that's ever...
Well, I believe that she is trying to kind of go about it the reverse. She does want a relationship.
Yeah.
So, she's trying to be with Damone after her being blah, 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 but these guys are just kind of one and doneers,
Yeah.
And it's not her fault.
No, absolutely.
The guys did the same thing. It doesn't make her a slut and them not sluts.
No, absolutely.
They're all sluts.
Absolutely. It was just, like I said, this is something that just flat out didn't exist.
You could have at least delivered their meal and then, there's somebody's waiting for that really shitty chicken right now.
I definitely would have parked in front of their house and eaten.
Here it is.
That chicken.
Here it is right here.
Mm-hmm. The Who? He's naming a lot of
What?
people I don't know.
Here you go. Mama's all right. Your daddy's all right. He's really putting the hard sell on here, eh?
How is he performing the end of Guardians of the Galaxy?
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So basically, when Amy Heckerling made the movie, she was talking about she wanted to make something like less structured than your average kind of like teenage movie.
Right.
And she wanted to make something more like American Graffiti, which was kind of all over the place, and introduced you into a world
Right.
that like would make you be like, oh man, like it would make you long for those old days, you know?
Right. I dig that. Yeah, because it does kind of do that, right? Because it's kind of just like a general malaise of they get the main story. Like
Yes,
these
for sure.
four, like him, Buddy, Rat, him, Rat, her, and Phoebe,
Yeah.
Fabobaboo.
Phlebotomy. Ralph Macchio was offered a role, I don't know whose role in this movie, but he basically
I could see he could be Damone.
Yeah, he asked for too much money and they said no.
He asked for too much money?
Yeah.
Like as a gift.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a gift, yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking about last movie, we were talking about how there were like regional releases and stuff.
Yeah.
This was planned. They were only going to put this like on the Pacific Coast. Because they felt like this was that movie. They're like, people out east aren't going to give a shit about this movie. But then it actually had a lot of success. It actually opened number 7, despite the fact that it was only regional.
Huh?
And so then they opened it wide after a few weeks. So looking at that.
Oh.
So it made $27 million overall. I don't have the budget for this, but it's got to be pretty low.
Yeah.
And it debuted number 7 behind Friday the 13th Part 3, E.T., Officer and a Gentleman, Best Little Whorehouse in Texas, Star Wars re-release. We were talking about re-releases just randomly coming up. So it was Star Wars Episode 4 re-released, and the Cheech and Chong's Things Are Tough All Over.
It's true.
Stayed number 7 in week 2 when Beastmaster came out.
Oh, yeah.
It jumped up to number 6 in week 3, and then it jumped up to number 3 in weeks 4 and 5. But what was crazy during those last weeks 3, 4, and 5 for it, no new movies came out.
Really?
Like, think about, like, that couldn't possibly, new movies come out now when the theaters are closed. Like,
yeah, exactly. See, here he's like, he's
3D
trying.
glasses. More
He's
3D
trying.
glasses in the 80s. Yeah.
But the fact that he doesn't show up is a bastard move.
Yeah.
Show up even if you don't have the money, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, and just be honest about it. Say, I only have this much. And
I
he's
tried,
like, I'll do what I can.
What
to
a
get you the rest.
dick.
But also, like, I have a real problem, too, with because, yeah, he said the right things as far as, oh, well, somebody likes you, I don't want to step on those toes.
but
then he did it anyway. Like, it's like, if it was a you and me thing, there's no scenario where I go through with that.
Oh, exactly.
So
that's the thing, right? See, like, the Damone reminds me of this fucking guy that we that we hung out in university until it was like, you know, when it's all gravy when you see him with everybody else's girlfriend, because he was like the super cool guy.
Yeah.
So like all the girls wanted him and blah, blah, blah. And then if suddenly it's like, he's after my buddy's girl.
Oh, shit.
And then he's after this guy. And then we just were like, you got to, he was voted out of the island pretty much.
Oh, man.
That's some shady shit. That's the thing. That's what I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't like that if you got a girlfriend and you got to watch out because you can't leave her alone with your friends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's garbage.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh.
That's what they all say, honey. Mm-hmm.
Oh, imagine a time when you could just go to the abortion clinic and there wasn't a lineup of people screaming at you that you're a baby.
Oh, right. That you're a monster.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a good bro.
This is truly like the best Big Brother moment.
He's so good.
It's like, other than like the Josh Brolin hug to Sean Astin and Goonies, you know what he's like?
Right.
You know, it's like, those are like the 2 best Big Brother moments.
Don't tell him I'd kick his fucking ass.
That'd be the best. Who threw it in you?
Probably smart not to tell him.
Yeah. I don't feel like he's the kind of guy who could do anything about it.
I don't think he would either. He's too passive. He's too...
Yeah. Well, he gets redemption from that.
It must be different now, right? With an abortion. I don't know how the abortions work back then, but she probably doesn't feel too good.
Yeah. Why?
Oh.
I remember it was really weird, the use of the word prick in this. I remember hearing it and being like, it's like I've heard people called the prick before and
Right.
stuff in movies and whatever, but I was like, I don't know if she just, the way she put some stank on prick, like it's just like
Put some stank.
yeah.
See, the thing when they call like you little prick, it's like it's the same as like somebody calling you like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
It's like, or no, not like a motherfucker, like you're like fucking cocksucker.
Yeah.
It's like either I suck cocks or I do not suck cocks. So if I do suck cocks and you call me a cocksucker, it's like, okay, that's not, you're just stating the obvious.
Yes.
And if I don't suck cocks, why am I mad at that comment? Because I don't suck cocks.
You know what would be the best?
Like either way, it's like, why, huh?
Yeah. You know what would be the best though? Somebody called you were gay and somebody called you a cocksucker and you're like, oh yeah, shirt wearer. Like, just like you told me something I knew.
Exactly, right? What are we just stating the obvious here? Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing?
We got it. You know what'd be good? Even if you're not doing that, you know what you do? Somebody calls you a cocksucker, and then you go, "Why do I?" And just like, oh. I feel like that would end any conversation.
I don't know how it was like at our school because like, you know, we were just kind of in our own, oh fuck, here you go, buddy. Rock his fucking head off.
The second I saw this scene, you know what my first thought was? When are we watching Porky's?
It's true,
That was
right?
instantly, I'm like, when are we watching Porky's?
Uh-oh.
It's so funny
Punch
because
him.
he's doing the try to play cool guy at the same time that he's clearly feeling bad.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. He's just trying to play it cool.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, fuck.
This is good acting on his
I know.
part,
He
actually.
is doing very well, actually.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like
True that.
Stacy, stop messing around.
But he
blame the
also
girl.
he didn't shoot his shot, so he can't, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
This was like I said, this is me.
Yeah.
This is the me upset with other dudes because, you know what I mean? I never made the move. I didn't do it.
Damone literally shot his shot. Quite literally.
Oh, girls. Look at this. Ruining friendships all over the world.
Man. Yes.
See, I can
Look
just
at how
blame the
goddamn
women.
skinny he was.
Oh, fuck. Come on, Rat. Rock him.
I feel
Rock 'em.
like Rat could beat him in a fight. Look at, he's like old.
Well, he's got the rage. He's got the rage.
They're both going old Irish. That's how you could tell neither one of them have ever been in a fight.
Of course, yeah.
Is the only fight they've ever seen is like
And some old Irish, like, yeah.
McGillicuddy versus
Yeah.
McDougal of
He's-
1804.
He's Steve, you know, like you're an old bare knuckle 19 or 18, you know, 1920s fighter, and he just goes like this.
Love that line. I woke up in a great mood. I don't know what happened. I don't know why he woke up in a great mood though.
I
just
know,
freaking,
yeah.
like,
Yeah. He
interesting-
did. He's just saying it.
Yeah, interesting thing about Brian Backer too, because he flew in from Chicago to make this movie, and he was broke. Jennifer Jason Leigh's parents let him stay in their basement
Oh, no way.
for the duration of the shoot.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I thought that was really cool. When on earth this?
What would
blows
they
my-
don't put you up? Like, I'm going to be in your movie in multiple
Depends.
main scenes, and what, I'm just going to sleep in the park overnight?
Depends on the
Like,
movie. There's low budget movies where you have to bring your own friggin' clothes and stuff.
That's cool.
Bam.
I got clothes. Hopefully the clothes you're looking for is exactly what I'm wearing right now, so
Yeah.
if you're looking for a guy with a black pants on and a shirt, I got you covered.
I gotta double check if that's him because I'm pretty sure it is.
The monkey grinder from Batman Returns? Oh, that's
Look,
him,
he
all
is-
right.
He is actually. I was one of the roles I was gonna read, but I'm talking about somebody else.
I am today. Spicoli, eh?
Yeah.
Homeless man. Oh, nice. Yep.
Yeah, so it's Martin Brest, the director of Beverly Hills Cop, is that doctor.
No shit.
Yeah.
$25 they would get to sell their bodies to side. Like, you're dead.
Mhm.
What do you care? I'd take $25.
Yeah, why not?
They
So-
lied. They just took the hobos off the street and killed
For
them for this
sure.
thing.
Yeah. So we were talking about Vincent Chevelli, and then he disappeared from the screen last time. So he was in Buckaroo Banzai. Amadeus, Ghost, Batman Returns. He was in Three Ninjas Knuckle Up, which is
my
probably
God.
the most important one. He had an uncredited role in Independence Day, and I don't remember ever seeing him, and he sticks out like a sore thumb, so I feel like it might have been a deleted scene that he was uncredited for. He was in Tomorrow Never Dies. He was like the torture dude in that. Death to Smoochie, and he died in 2005, sadly.
Oh, he died.
Yeah. Is there any scenario where this is a school trip?
I was literally going to ask you when you were done. I was going to say, I remember we cut open some things, and if you remember, I was never there.
Yeah.
I did not want to cut any animals open. I was like, fuck this. I'm not doing it. I was like, fuck it.
I started doing it
I
started doing it to live animals just to see if I'd feel something.
That's the Shia LaBeouf method acting. I think that they should bring him down into a cellar somewhere and a bunch of fucking women just let dogs off the chain and they just fucking go at him.
Who?
What a
LaBeouf?
piece of shit.
Who
Yeah,
LaBeouf?
LaBeouf.
Okay.
Fucking guy.
Fucking guy.
What's her name? FK Twig said that when he was doing this movie research, not only was he like terrifying her and being awful, he was going outside and murdering stray dogs.
Nice.
To be a method, whatever, because the character, he's like, yeah, I think, it doesn't even say it. He's like, yeah, I think this character would murder dogs. That is fucking how serial killers start, dude.
Yeah. That's
Killing animals and shit?
You know what? As much as I obviously don't want him to kill things and stuff like that, I think it would be an awesome story to see that, like, to see it through, that the kid from Holes ended up being a murderer.
A psycho. What is he putting in them holes?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta dig
It
holes.
sucks because he's such a good actor. He's so good.
He's one of those guys who it's just like, it was like early Robert Downey Jr. when he kept getting in trouble with the drugs and all that. And you're like, why do you keep forgiving him? Then he does like Chaplin and you're like, oh, okay.
I mean, the thing too is it's different to be like, I was hooked on drugs.
Yeah.
Then I'm a woman beater and I kill animals.
I won't. I'm not.
So
equating addiction.
No, I know, but I'm saying like to forgive, somebody in Robert Downey, I think in his situation is a lot easier to do because he was just like a drunk. He was just harming himself.
Yeah, I agree. I'm sorry, I'm making noise with my mic. It's not as.
Oh, there he goes, Vans.
That was my skull.
He's doing an upper decker, but he forgot to take the top of the tank off, so he's just shitting all over his own ass.
Yeah, they were. That's awesome. They were they were smoking real pot during this movie and stuff, according to according to Amy Heckerling. Oh, they got matching Spicoli shirts.
He looks like he's stoned as fuck.
Yeah, and so he was method to the point where even like his dressing rooms and stuff said Spicoli. They didn't say Sean Penn, and all that kind of stuff. I like this. This actually says a lot about him as a teacher. I was like, he's kind of like Mr. Feeneying him right now. He's like, oh, you didn't take the time to learn. I'm going to use my own time to teach you now.
Well, it's cool too because he's letting him kind of redeem himself. Plus, he's probably like, I don't want to see you again. So you're going to pass right now. And then you're going to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I like that he quantified it, though.
He did the math.
Yeah. It must be he seems like a real square to be around all these naked pictures of ladies and stuff, but he's really keeping a stiff upper lip about it. Like he's just I'm going to power through. I'm going to ignore the bongs.
Stare at the boy and just get through this.
I'm going to ignore the bongs and the minge, and we're just going to go straight through it.
This is hilarious. What the fuck? He's like, oh, fuck. So you missed the party. You're not dancing with anybody anyways, you stoner.
Yeah, you were definitely just going to be off to the side.
Exactly. Exactly.
Oh, I like that dance.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's called the yeehaw. That's as if some other cowboy's shooting at you going, dance, dance.
I don't know. Did we just skip them, or do I not remember any dances in high school? We had tons in junior high.
Ooh, like it's a good tune.
Yeah. Like, do you remember any high school dances other than prom?
Is it the Eagles?
I don't know. Are you literally just tuning me out?
No.
I've literally twice asked you a question.
We had a much dance.
Oh, okay. Oh, did we?
I think we had a much dance. And no, we didn't really have, but I mean, we didn't go to it anyways.
No, I know. I remember like
if we did or
junior high
not.
we used to. I used to constantly get forced to dance with girls who thought I was cute. And
Oh,
that I
bummer.
Didn't know. I know it's such a weird thing to complain about now, but it was just like some random like shy girl. I didn't even know her name, and they're like, "Oh, come on, dance with her." But it was always the girl you had the crush on who was asking you to dance with her. And you're like,
Right.
oh, okay, I'll do it. And then you did it, and then it was without fail. It was fucking Meatloaf's "I Will Do Anything for Love," or like that
Like Stairway to Heaven.
or the Three Musketeers "All for Love" song.
Was that who that was?
Brian Adams.
Sting and Rod Stewart.
You got it.
Yep.
And they were the longest 2 songs in the world. And "I Would Do Anything for Love" was a weird one because it starts like, and I don't know where that, and you're like dancing slow. I don't know why I'm dancing like in
I like
traditional.
this, yeah.
But
I like this.
it was more like hands on hips and
Yeah.
rocking. But you did that, but then all of a sudden it would be, "I would do anything for love," and then it would get slow again. So you're dancing, and all of a sudden you're like this, and then it goes back to slow. And it was like, I can't even actually do that with how fucked up my back is right
Like
now.
you
It
just
hurts.
like threw your back
I
out.
know, but
See? Not such a bad guy.
I would like it.
Eh.
That's a brilliant scene. Oh, his wife.
Oh yeah, look at his wife, eh?
Isn't that fucking Mel Gibson's wife from Lethal Weapon?
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
She's back. That's brilliant. He must be friggin' hung.
That's hilarious, eh? She's like so gorgeous.
What kind of sex was happening there? That looks like McDonald's owns that van.
Like Ronald McDonald's gonna
Yeah.
get out.
At least a Fry Guy.
Oh my god, I miss the Fry Guys.
I know. Yeah, those.
I
characters-
love that the pantyhose with that's right. Oh, I hate when she gets upset.
I know. I love this. This is a real. That is such a high school girl thing.
It's totally.
I remember there was a video I saw one time, and it's some like online video, and the girl was like, she had a like a friendship bracelet on,
Right.
and she took it off. She's like, "Remember when you gave me this, Johnny?" And then she like threw it in like the woods, and she's like, "Have fun with the other girl." And she's probably so proud of that. Like, I have the upper hand now.
Yeah.
Is like
I
he's either
showed him. Oh yeah, they are just
Yeah.
sitting there.
he's either going to be crushed, or he's gonna beg for me to like take him back. Like, those are the only 2 options.
I like how I guess Mr. Hand must have
She got over it.
given him the night off, like because he said he was gonna be for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And you know that this thing didn't go for no 8 hours.
No.
I did think that we missed, but I think he's like, I think I made my point. I think he says right or something, and
Yeah.
then leaves.
That's what they did in Community. He was gonna go catch some movie, and it was Kick Puncher, and
Kick puncher.
Kick Puncher, the guy whose punches were as strong as his kicks, and it was like a RoboCop ripoff.
Right, like-
But the
Kick
it was so good.
puncher.
But then he ended up like wrecking dude's stuff, and so he handcuffs him to the thing and makes him miss the movie.
Son of a bitch.
That was
And people,
good.
when they listen to us, and they must sound like we're the biggest fucking losers ever in high school. Just like
Oh yeah.
the biggest. I'm glad. Good. I
Well,
represent all the fucking losers out there.
We were a very interesting group though, because we were well liked by everybody.
Yeah.
I can't think of anybody who disliked
No.
us.
Well, I had some issues with people over, but then it was just
No, but that was
it would be done.
for
Yeah.
the most part, it was individual to individual though. It
Yes.
wasn't like slews of people or
Right.
cliques of people
Yes.
didn't like us. And yeah, it was like
I mean, we
everybody
never
felt-
went to the parties, but yeah, at
Yeah.
school we were.
No,
Yeah, we were not picked on, or.
But we were-
I was going to say that before this. I don't remember anything really. I mean, you'd hear people fighting, or you'd have that one brutal girl fight where you're like, "Holy Jesus!" Like scorched earth.
yeah.
But other than that, I don't remember any racist incidents either.
No, we didn't have a lot of people of other races though. Like the some, but it's not
I
like
don't
it was
remember
like,
anybody making a lot of racial comments either.
I never heard of.
You know what I mean? Like it was, but I mean, we're going to school in, Ontario. It's Canadian, but it's not Toronto. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
don't have to worry about guns and
Yeah. Except that
this
one
kind of
fake gun
thing.
that got the guy kicked out of school.
Oh, yes, that's right. That's hilarious that they say nobody has to worry about guns. And yes, I remember that.
He brought in a fake gun and was busted, and they knew it was fake, and they kicked him out of school because fuck you.
Yeah.
Because at least we have some level of control.
Well, no, but I remember didn't he light some, there was clothing like on racks and he lit one of the shirts on fire or something as well, or?
No idea. No,
we did have the streaker, but buddy, that streak that was older.
I didn't see that.
And it was like, I remember too, and it was hilarious how it even happened because it was like by 10 minutes after somebody had said it, the whole school knows. And everybody's lined up, even Miss Habib.
Oh, of course.
And it was amazing. We were all laughing. I was like, that's hilarious.
I was like, I don't know how to arrange it, but I'd love to have Patty on this show.
Oh my God, that would be amazing, eh? I'd like Miss Habib too, man. I love those ladies.
I don't know where to find her, though. I can find Patty.
Oh, fuck, I can't even. Well, whatever. In one of my things that I have that asks you for a password.
Oh, yeah.
The question is, what was the last name of your favorite teacher in school? I have no idea how to spell Malkowitz.
So you could try.
So I just put Patty. So, but just to let you know the influence, she's my name on that thing. It's my lockbox.
I have such a hard time with like picking which question I'm going to use because I'm like, what will my answer be? And will I think it's something different like 2 years down the road when I forgot this password?
Look at this store. They got free cookies. Yeah. Like leave a cookie, take a cookie. You know?
That's the title of this episode.
Pandemic.
We found it.
I'm trying to see the magazines on the...
I know.
Dude, you know what I've recently... Man, don't get Mrs. Freshly's. It's like for the name Mrs. Freshly, they're like so unfresh.
I don't even
They're
think I've
so
ever heard
fucking
of those.
gross. But I really, like I tried obviously not to. But man, I really like the new Twinkies, man. I think they got more cream in them than ever.
Oh, really?
There's 3.
Oh.
3 of cream.
Yeah. Yeah, that is the unit of measurement when it comes to cream.
Oh, yeah. Or dollops.
Yeah.
3 mini dollops.
Splat.
Yeah.
To me, a dollop is a good scoop followed by a violent splat.
Oh, it's over.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
Man. It goes fast. Because I was going to say, I was kind of blown away because, this is the best. Like they had to give him some kind of like comeuppance, but it's funny that his comeuppance is the same as what Brad's success is.
Right.
Brad's success works at a corner store. His failure works at a corner store.
Abnormal psych professor.
Yeah. See, everybody knows a girl like that, though. I don't know if it's still like that in high school, but like back when we were there was always a girl who
still haven't gone all the way.
And that's the thing, and that's what hormones do to you, is you don't understand what you want. And that's why she's probably looking for, she's like looking for sex and seeing like if she's finding a compatibility with a guy.
Right.
Until she realizes she already has a compatibility with a guy and doesn't need the sex.
That's right.
And that's good love.
That's good loving.
Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. This is
what a movie, eh? Just a little slice of life. That's what it is.
Really is. And it's
not really not a main plot line or anything, just like a little piece of their lives.
Yep. Yeah, here's a little story we're going to tell you, and it's, there's no real beginning, middle, or end. Well, there's a middle, but because movies, but the whole thing's really middle.
There definitely was a middle, yeah, that's for sure.
I hate when I get busted being stupid. But
you busted yourself.
I know, but... See, I'm proud of myself for being smart enough to bust the stupid guy, but I hated that it was me. Look at those god-awful old video games.
That's the same game that Buddy's playing in Terminator 2.
Yes. They actually that was a thing when I was doing my research. I saw that. And I was and my thing was, I don't think I'm going to see it when it happens.
Right.
Usually, like, little moments like that go by so fast, so I don't bother putting them in there because I'm like, I'm going to miss it. And then like, I'll be looking through to see if there's anything I missed. And then like, it'll be like 40 minutes past. And I'm like, what am I going to do? Bring it up now? Hey guys, remember that one shot? Well, that happened.
Like way back.
So this is like, is this the same group who wrote Batman? No. It's just, we got one word for you.
I'm surprised that she's gonna be somebody's baby. It'll be after this song runs out.
Oh, God. Oh, they have something different this time. I'm still around. This is a very lazily written song. It's almost like he was, like, do you remember that In Living Color sketch where Kim Wayans was playing Tracy Chapman and she was riding fast car, but it was literally just whatever was happening, and he just turned left and you go to the thing,
and then she runs over to the window. Now he's chasing after her.
Yeah, so it was that. It was like, that sounds what that was. It's like, it's getting late. I'm kind of hungry. Like, it's.
Where's the Living Color at? Is that on one of these things?
No, not yet. I'm actually surprised that it hasn't shown up on with Star TV.
Yeah,
because it was a Fox show.
Right.
I actually did that in a recent episode of what's it called? The Dueling Decades that I was on. I had a whole story about how In Living Color changed the Super Bowl halftime show. And it's a real thing, because like the Super Bowl halftime shows, like up until the 90s, were still like marching bands and a salute to like, it is like Up With People and shit like that.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Right? And so this one was, this Super Bowl, it was a salute to like summer, or it was a salute to winter. And it was all about the Winter Olympics, which that network was going to be covering.
Right.
So it was a lot of like, they had figure skaters and they had like all this weird shit going on. And then Fox was literally like, what if we took In Living Color and we made a halftime show and aired it at the exact same time as their halftime show?
So they'd have to turn over,
so
but
he's like, but when it ended, they could go back to the game and they know that would be okay. That would be fine. So he's like, we're going to make people turn off the Super Bowl for the first time ever. Because people would just leave it on, like not care about the Super Bowl.
Yeah, whatever, right?
Show,
fuck it.
So
that's when you go to the bathroom, get some more snacks going.
So they started working on that. The Super Bowl got wind of it, and they're like, we're adding Gloria Estefan, because nobody screams winter like Miami Sound Machine. And they proceeded to put out the show. They did all their like best ones. They did like Men on Football, they did Fire Marshal Bill, they did all this stuff, and they took like 7 million viewers away from the thing. It was a huge hit, but they did a bunch of things. They made a Richard Gere gerbil joke that like, because it was live and it was being sponsored by Doritos,
right?
And they were like, yeah, we're not sponsoring another one of these. That's why it didn't happen again. But the very next year, right? And the very next year, the Super Bowl halftime show was Michael Jackson.
Oh, no shit.
So, and every year after that,
it was
big stars.
Oh, no way.
So it's all
That's
because,
a good piece of trivia, too.
It's all because of it. And I won that round, too, because that was a gigantic thing. It changed the Super Bowl halftime forever.
That's a good piece of trivia right there to end her off, eh?
Yeah, The Weeknd owes everything to Keenan Ivory Wayans.
Oh, who doesn't?
Everything. All right, guys, the movie ended a while ago. So thank you, as always, for listening. We hope you enjoyed it. As always, if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe and all that good stuff. Anywhere else, make sure you're rating the show and putting your review down. Helps us get seen by other people. We love to be seen by other people, as our svelte bodies tell you.
You know that, right?
It's nothing I like more than a light on this. And,
all eyes on the prize, baby.
But if you want to see a more digital version of us, go to miscastcommentary.com or email us at podcast@miscastcommentary.com. Find us on Twitter at miscastpodcast. I'm at miscastjoe. Todd's at miscasttodd. Instagram at miscastcommentary. Find our Discord. You can find the links to that on our Twitter and on our website. All the good things. We'll be back next week with another Coming Attractions episode. Let you know what we are doing the week after that. We're going to do another movie. It's going to be fun. God damn it. So
whether you like it or not.
So help me God. All right, guys. We'll see you then. Bye.
This has been Miscast Commentary with your hosts, Joe Finley and Todd Murray. Executive producer, Joe Finley. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen. Visit www.miscastcommentary.com for all news related to the podcast. Miscast Commentary is a Miscast Media production.